What's up, y'all? I'm Jordan Century, and welcome back to another episode of Source Material. And this week, we're talking about Druski. So Druski dropped this mega church pastor skit, which was hilarious. But some people were in the comments talking about, this didn't sit well with my spirit. What exactly didn't sit well? Like, does your spirit wear Christian Louboutins? Like, does your spirit have a bust-down watch? Like, what was it that offended your spirit? If you haven't seen it, Druski plays this flamboyant megachurch pastor, and the caption is something like, "Pastors love money." And it did numbers, like tens of millions of views, millions of likes, comments, like the whole as viral gets. And the reaction kind of was split into two groups. You had group one, which was just pretty much like, oh, this was spot on, he don't miss. And the other group was like, you don't talk about God. And I'm firmly in group one, because let's be honest, he's not mocking God, he's mocking your pastor. And mine, to be real. And that's why I didn't get the argument online of he's playing with God. Like, no, he's not playing with God. He's playing with Steven, who has a fog machine, a sneaker collection, and a Cash App QR code behind the altar. Like, if you're truly offended that Druski played a caricature that we're all familiar with, I think your customer loyalty was bothered more than your faith. So it's weird to see some people get mad and be like, oh, I had to unfollow after this. It's funny to me because y'all complain when the pastor's like, God told me I need $1,000 tonight. Like, where's your spirit when the collection plate turns into a GoFundMe for a G-Wagon? Or is that just the 2026 version of turning water into wine? And then some other criticism was, well, he would never joke about another religion. Which may be true, but like Shakespeare said, a lot of truth is said in jest. Comedians usually pull from real experiences, so it makes sense that Druski wouldn't joke about another religion because he's probably never experienced another religion's culture. Besides, megachurch culture is basically its own religion at this point. It's Christianity premium. Like, you want this premium content, you gotta pay. The pyrotechnics don't come with the free tier. And the reason this sketch is so funny is because it's not just some made up thing. We're laughing because we've seen this. There's even a picture floating around now with a pastor that had on the exact same outfit that Druski was wearing in his sketch. See, satire only works when there's truth in it. If the pastors were just living normal, humble lives, then the jokes wouldn't land. The jokes land because some pastors are out here doing WWE entrances as they're walking to the stage. Like, it's church, but the production will make you think The Rock was coming out here. Yo, I bet the building fund only goes towards things that we can see on camera. There's probably potholes all over the parking lot. So no, I don't think Druski is mocking God. I think Druski is mocking the part of church culture that is turning faith into content. Worship ain't supposed to look like a halftime show. And if the joke didn't sit right with your spirit, you really need to ask, are you mad at Druski or your pastor's business model? So I wrote a joke about all of this, and I'm trying it out at Duckworth's in Charlotte this weekend. I have 5 shows with Chappelle Lacey this weekend, and so hopefully by the end of the weekend, I'll have a joke that's worth posting. As always, I'm going to post it regardless, but hopefully y'all enjoy it. He made everything in the video look real because everything in the video was real. Like, like when he had on a designer blazer, an actual pastor did that. You know what I mean? He had on jewelry because pastors are wearing jewelry now. All right, I got a hot take for you. I know I said what I said about the megachurch pastors, but I think my main issue is that we can't see a pastor's stats, right? I think about it, how many people are you getting into heaven? Because look, let's have an honest conversation. Like, if you're 98% from the field, you deserve a Rolex. That's efficiency right there. But like, if you only averaging like 2 saved souls a year, you know what I mean? Like, we gotta send you back to the G League. Like, you gotta be a youth pastor again, to keep it real with you. Yo, so I'll probably give that joke 3 out of 5. I think the premise is on point. Like, I think the idea of like having a pastor with stats and like trying to get people, like how many people you get into heaven, like what's your heaven percentage. Like, I think that's a really good premise. I'm really happy with that. I think the lead in, like the setup of like, who Druski is and all that was okay. I'm really relying on like people knowing the viral sketch. So I think the setup needs to be tightened up, but I definitely think I got something there. So I'm gonna give it a 3. All right, post-recording, editing, Jordan checking in, whatever you call it. So I'm about to play you this clip from my second attempt at this Druski joke. But before that, you need to know that the club was kind of heckling me all weekend in a good way, right? I mean, I think that it's a good sign that they actually like me, right? If they weren't doing this, then it's better than this than like just being ignored. So like, I shout the Duckworths, like they're cool, but like I'm playing you this clip from that part first and me explaining why I was getting heckled, and then I'll get into the Druski attempt. Girl.
So we're taking photographs.
Stop it. Stop that shit. Stop it. So there's been this running, they've been hazing me all weekend. I need y'all to know. They've been calling me Timu Drake all weekend. Hence why they just insisted on playing. You saw that song wasn't even queued up. They went back. She took effort to fuck with me tonight. I hope y'all saw that. And whatever, Morgan. Yeah, I know. I love y'all too. But just not right now for these next 2 minutes. Because here's the thing, let me tell you what makes me mad. It ain't even the Drake part, it's the Timu part. Like, why'd you start so cheap? Like, I feel like you assuming stuff about my personal situation you know nothing about. Like, you could have said Target, you could have even went Walmart. You went straight to the bottom. It was like, it's this and then Dollar General. Like, you just assume, like, you just assume I pay child support. Like, that's what you did by calling me Timu Drake. You know what I mean? It's like, you ain't mocking God. You mocking the guy that got, like, a QR code behind the altar. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't it trip y'all out? Like, these pastors be like, come to the stage. Like, you ever watch the NBA? Like, you see like the tunnel walk up, like the outfits players wear to the game. That's just how pastors wear clothes at church now. Like, they look like they about to go play game 6, but they just keep it on. This is what it is. All right, so set number 2, I think went pretty good. I'm going to go 3. I think I'm still sticking with a 3. The crowd was really on point, so I was really happy about that. And I tried out a new line about the pastors dressing like NBA stars. I didn't really word it the way I needed to. I think there's a better way to like word economy or something. There's a better way to get to that. So I think by the time I get to the end of this process, it's going to be really on point. But this particular set, I'm gonna stick with a 3. Saw a lot of people's mad at this comedian named Druski because he gave an accurate portrayal of a megachurch pastor, right? A lot of people were mad because, look, if you ain't seen this Druski skit, man, like, megachurch pastors be dressed like they, like, come out the tunnel of an NBA game. Like, you know how, like, Russell Westbrook dressed before the game? That's the megachurch pastors now. I don't know, it tripped me out, man. Like, I just think that a lot of people, like, will complain about megachurch pastors because they feel like they, like, taking advantage of their congregation. I think the real issue is you never see a pastor's stat line, right? Like, how many people are you getting saved per year? You know what I'm saying? Like, what's your average, right? If you like 98% from the field, you deserve a Rolex. Like, I think you did. But if you only averaging like 2 saved souls a year, you know, we gotta send you back to the G League. You know what I mean? You gotta be a youth pastor again. Like, you can't be out here. All right, I'm here at the Comedy Club at Duckworth. Tonight is the last night of my weekend getting to work with Chappelle Lacey. I got 2 more shots at this joke. Really want to get 4 mics on this one, so we'll see how it goes. Y'all could have been at home watching a Druski skit, but y'all came out to the show, so I appreciate that. Man, Druski is pissed off the Christians, ain't he? It is crazy out here. To give y'all some context, if y'all don't know, Druski is like a social media comedian, and he put out this skit mocking megachurch pastors, right? Now, here's the thing. The video was so well done and everything looked so real because everything was real. Like, everything he did, some pastor, like, he came up flying in a harness. Pastors have done that. I've seen it. It's insane, man. Like, I just think that, all right, look, I got a hot take for you. I feel like megachurch pastors might be getting a bad rap, right? Because here, let me tell you why. I think the reason people get mad at megachurch pastors is because we never get to see their stat line. Think about it, like, how many people are you getting into heaven? Right? Because, like, think about it. Imagine you got like a megachurch pastor, but he like the LeBron James of megachurches. Like, he got like 100 saved souls a year, you know what I'm saying? 50 baptisms like a week, like some shit like that. That's the type of guy that deserves a Rolex. Like, honestly, like, if you don't pay him, you thinking too short term. Like, come on, this is an investment in your future. But if you got some guy that, like, I don't know, averaging, I don't know, $100 in tithes a month, you know,
we gotta send you back to the G League. You know what I mean? Like you gotta be a youth pastor again. You know what I'm saying? Like we can't trust you up here. I don't know. I think satire is a real thing, man. It's just that Druski. All right, I don't understand why megachurch pastors dress the way that they dress. You know what I mean? Like, because I can understand the argument that some of them make is I want to dress more like my congregation. But they don't dress more like their congregation. They dress like an NBA player when they're coming into the arena. Like every one of them dress like Russell Westbrook now. It's just, I don't know, man. It's too much. It's too much. Also, I think we need to start auditing mega churches. I do. Not even for like what the pastor is spending. I just want to know how much are they spending on this illustrations. You know what I mean? Like, did you, like, for real, who approved the trampoline? Right? Did you really need, we did not need pyrotechnics for you to get your point across. That's all I'm saying. I've really seen a pastor bring a whole trampoline into the service. Like, it was crazy. I remember one time I went to Elevation Church, right? Yeah, so I went to, okay, we got some Elevation members, I'm sorry. No. Oh, no? I thought they said move on. Was that for my safety? Like you know I'm surrounded right now? All right. Appreciate you, brother. You know what I mean? There we go. I remember I went to one of Elevation's franchise locations. And don't trip y'all out, man. Like they got so many locations. I think like Jesus is a property brother. Like how you know what I'm saying? God ain't supposed to have a real estate portfolio. This is kind of crazy. But I went to one of their franchise locations, and if you ain't never been, here's the thing. The pastor ain't necessarily at the location you go to, right? Like I went to the one, I think at university a few years ago, and I get there, and we ain't watching him. We watching a screen of him. I was like, well, what did I come physically to church for? Like, ain't this what the internet is for? I got YouTube Premium. I ain't have to drive here. Matter of fact, that's what megachurch pastors are. That's what megachurches are. Megachurches are Christianity Premium. That's what it is. Because they cut out all the boring stuff. They cut out all the ads and like the scripture readings. So like, you want this trampoline? Yeah, hey, this premium content. You gotta pay for it. This is behind the paywall right here. Okay. I did not. That went on way longer than I thought it was going to. All right. I think that was it. I think I got 4 mics on that one. I think, you know what was the interesting part about it? I think that I did a good job just staying in the moment with it. Because there was some things that I wasn't even planning on saying, but I stuck with the joke. Like I just sat there and tried to like kind of, I guess mine for more and ended up getting some good lines out of it. So I already thought the premise was on point. I think like I got some good tags. I'm giving it a 4. I'm happy with that one. Oh, and also, I forgot to give a grade to my set last night. Okay, I didn't forget. I was just really irritated with how it went. That was probably my worst set of the night, so I didn't even feel like talking about it. 2.5. All right, so I thought I had one more attempt, but this very last show is sold out. Like the whole weekend's been sold out, but they've reached maximum capacity on this very last show to the point to where I can't even set up my camera where I normally would because people are sitting at that table. Show 4 was the last attempt. And I'm not mad at that because I'm really happy with how that went. So that's the one I'm going to post. Overall, I feel like the weekend was great. I'd probably, with the highs and the lows, I'd say it was maybe slightly above average, but I was really happy with how that last set went. So not the last set on this last show, but like the number 4, you know. Anyway, that's another episode of Source Material. See you next week.